Hi guys, what's up? Alex here. Today we are here with Harrison 101 to talk about the Red Bull, their RB10, and yeah, let's hop into this straight away and talk about the car. So, what are your first impressions of this RB10?
Hi everybody, by the way. Harrison, in case you didn't know me already. Yeah, I must admit, I think we've done all right here as a Red Bull fan. I think we've not done too bad. I think the car looks great. I like the fact they've kept the pearlescent paint job. Well, that was quite nice last year. It was one that kind of grew on me last year. I was like, I didn't like it at first, but then I kind of warmed up to it. But obviously the protruding nose is still there, but I think we've done all right. I like the fact we've actually tried to hide ours,
Yep.
because it's like Newey knew it was ugly, so they've painted it black. It's not quite as bad as some of the other cars out there, like Toro Rosso's yesterday, our sister team, which even Ann Summers made a joke about, saying it was compared to some of their range of products, as they like to say. So overall, I don't think we've done too bad. I think the car looks pretty nice. I think it's one of the better ones out of the cars in the field when it comes to the protruding nose issue, somewhat.
Yep. I mean, apart from that, the car looks actually probably better than last year. To be perfectly honest, it's like a lot more smooth lines. It looks very, very nice. I think, in my opinion. I think at first thoughts, I thought it didn't look quite as good as the Mercedes, but I think now I might actually like this more.
Really? That's a bit surprising. I really I hate how much I like Mercs. I don't want to like it, but it's nice. But so I got a feeling it's one of those designs that it's just going to grow on me as time goes on, and the more I see it, the more I'm probably going to like it. I think it looks better the more I see it, and once I see it out on track, it'll look even better, which will be great.
Mm.
So yeah, overall, I think we've done pretty well there.
So the livery is pretty much exactly the same if I can see correctly or remember correctly what last year's looked like. I think it looks exactly the same, to be perfectly honest, but that wasn't the bad thing. As you said, the paint looked really nice. Last year's livery I think was actually really nice. Apart from that, how do you think the car looks? I mean, is there anything you can sort of notice straight away, like the air intakes, side pods? Is there anything that you think has been improved on over last year? Or
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The paint job's exactly the same. It's the same majority blue, pearlescent purple tint that the team had last year. Side pods look a little narrower at the bottom. That's something I noticed straight away. As well as the number one bumpers are a little bit higher up, I think, as well compared to last year's car, from what I'm quickly looking at.
mhm.
Um, but yeah, it's looking pretty similar to last year. I think the rings are a bit thinner as well, but it's looking pretty good from where I'm standing. This guy's sitting, I should say.
So one of the differences, obviously, for Red Bull is the exhaust coming out the back of the car, because they normally run it out the side, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So see how they do that. But Adrian, you, as you said, is a master at this sort of stuff. So even if he hasn't figured it out by the first 3 races, by the time we get to like Canada or Monaco, I reckon he'll have it sorted.
Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree. Adrian Newey is a mastermind at this, and I think it's one of the key reasons why Red Bull have been consistently probably the best team in Formula One for the last four and a half seasons now. It's that Adrian Newey is a master developer. I mean, Red Bull always start with a decent package, and as the season goes on, Newey will find a way to work on a car's weaknesses and make it the near unstoppable monster that it is. That's one of the key elements of why Red Bull are so successful. Where they are so good at developing their car mid-season.
Hmm.
So even if it's not optimal right now, I think if you give it some time with Newey, and obviously they'll work something out, then yeah, I think they'll be much stronger later down the line for sure.
I think,
If not now already.
yeah, I think the only time they've ever been fastest at the start of the year would have been 2011, to be perfectly honest. Apart from that, they've always been on the back foot going into the first race. Well, not back foot, but they have been
Yeah.
the fastest car.
Yeah, exactly. 2011 was kind of a freak year. I mean, they were the strongest car right out of the box, which was a bit of a surprise to everybody, really. 2013 wasn't so much. It was a bit all over the place early on. Like I said, Raikkonen won the first race, and then there was other teams that are in the mix. But yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, Red Bull always start with a decent package, like I said. Maybe not the best, but certainly in the mix. And as I said, they get stronger as the season goes on.
Yep.
So yeah, if they can hang in there, then and don't try not to lose too many points early on, I think that should be fine.
So I did this with all the other cars. If you had to give this a rating just on looks alone, out of 10, what would you give it?
On looks alone, I would say a 9. I think again the nose isn't perfect, but it's certainly better than what a lot of the other teams have managed. It's not as noticeable, and I think overall the car looks really nice. Again, I like the fact they kept the fluorescent paint job. I think overall I'm really liking the RB10. I'm a big fan of it.
I think I'd have to agree with that. I think at the moment, as I said, it'd be the same as the Mercedes, but I think, as you say, this one might grow on me a little bit as the season goes by. I think we'll sort of forget about the bits on the front of the wing, and I think we'll start to not like the Mercedes and the Ferrari and what other cars have it as the season goes on, but that might be completely wrong. That's what I feel, at least. With the step noses in 2012, we got used to that pretty quick. So
yeah, exactly. Even if you don't like the car, I mean, it's one of those things where you'll quickly forget about it. I reckon by the time we're in Australia, so there shouldn't be a major problem.
all right, so I guess that's pretty much it. Unless you've got any more stuff to add to.
Yeah, I think we've pretty much covered every base here.
All right, so you've hit 4,000 subscribers, haven't you? By the way.
Not quite at the time of recording.
All right, so we can hit that.
Yeah, it's just frustrating. It's like I'm at 3996.
All right, so guys,
and
when you're watching this, go and subscribe to Harrison 101 in the description of this video.
I'm sure 4 of you guys can manage it, right?
Yeah, so you got quite a lot of videos going up recently, and I'm sure they will continue over 2014. So definitely worth to subscribe. And yeah, anything more you'd like to add, or is that?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. As I say, thanks to everybody watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like on Alex's video if you enjoyed it. And like I said, if you enjoyed the cut of my jib and you haven't heard me before, feel free to hop on over to my channel as well for more Formula One goodness. And I'll also cover MotoGP. So if you're a fan of 2 wheels as well, then you might want to hop over to some of that as well. But yeah, thanks for having me on. Much appreciated, man.
All right, so thanks for everybody for watching. It's been Alex and Andre out of here. Goodbye.
Sayonara.